Hello! Episode 4 of Apartment Hunting in New York City. Welcome back. It's me, Flor. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. If you want, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. Hit the notification bell so you can get notified of every time I upload new videos every single week. Now, we are going to move into a new episode of this apartment hunting series here in the city. I said at the beginning that apartment hunting in New York City is really crazy, really stressful, and I was not wrong. It is quite a thing. So if you have watched episodes 1, 2, and 3, you may know a couple of things. If you haven't watched them, I suggest you go ahead, watch them now. They will be linked up here and also down below in the description box. I explain a lot more in those videos, so I suggest you watch them first and then you come back and watch this one. But in case you don't want to watch them, or in case you have watched them but maybe you forgot what I mentioned in those videos, I'm gonna do a quick summary. So first of all, what are we looking for in our apartment? Non-negotiables, either a spacious 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom apartment. We're looking at an apartment that is pet friendly, an apartment that has a dishwasher, apartment that is bright, big windows, lots of light, and an apartment that has at least laundry in the building. And the things that are optional are an apartment with laundry in unit, and also an apartment with a doorman and an elevator. And then our budget between $3,500 and $4,500 ideally, but we could consider going up a bit if the apartment or the building or the location justifies that. So in episode 1, we toured 5 apartments in the Newport area in New Jersey. We were not really sure about them. Great value for money, but the apartments and the buildings were not very well kept. Episodes number 2 and 3, we saw some brand new luxury buildings in the Jersey City area, but those were quite expensive, and we felt that living in that area and the commute and the transportation and the possibilities of being there in Jersey were not working for us in the end. So we decided not to apply for any of the apartments that we saw on episodes 1, 2, and 3, and to start our search again in neighborhoods within Manhattan, within Brooklyn, and within Queens. So first of all, we went back to our old neighborhood. If you have watched our New York City apartment tour, linking it up here right now if you haven't watched it. We used to live in Long Island City, and the same company has lots of buildings in the area. So we reached out to them and we asked basically what's available, what do you have within our price range, either 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, and to our dismay, there was not a lot available. So they were actually only able to show us a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom apartment. This was the apartment, this is the bedroom, the air conditioning being fixed, so don't worry about that. The view from here, beautiful, the One World Trade Center, closet, then another closet in the hallway, and this was the bathroom, really nice, modern, we liked it. And this was the main living room area, the kitchen as you can see, and this is what would be the living room, dining room area, office for us. So honestly, not really big, and unfortunately this was the only thing available when we were planning on moving. So that day in Long Island City, nothing worked for us. We didn't get anything, but the search had to go on. This time we decided to go towards Brooklyn, and we found a building that had 2 available units, so we went to see those. This is the first unit that we saw. Please bear in mind that previous tenants had just moved out of this apartment, so that's why it looks like a bit dirty and it needed some cleaning. We were aware of that. This one would be our bedroom and this one would be our office. And this is the other unit that we saw in this building. This one was a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom apartment, and this is what would be our bedroom and the bathroom. This building was rather small, like 6-7 stories high, but it had some amenities that were really nice, like a living dining room area in the basement. It also had a lovely rooftop with views of Prospect Park and Manhattan in the background, so that was really nice. So these units were nice, but definitely not our favorites. They were within our budget, they work with all of our non-negotiables, but we were not really sure about the area. We didn't feel like they were the ones, but we had to admit that they ticked all the boxes. So a couple of days later, we decided to look at a different apartment in Brooklyn, and now we are 10 days into our apartment hunting process here in New York. So I think it is safe to say that we have moved from the discouraged phase to the desperate phase because we feel like there's nothing out there for us, nothing within our budget, nothing similar to what we're looking for up until we see this apartment. It's a different type of apartment, more classic rather than modern, located on the first floor, really close to the Brooklyn Museum, a great, lovely area close to Prospect Park as well. And it's a 3-bed, 2-bath apartment, fully renovated, so with all the perks, really beautiful. So we were really excited to look at this one. This is the entrance door, and you can see the first bathroom towards the right. As I mentioned, fully renovated, so looking brand new. This is the first bedroom. This one we thought could be used as a guest bedroom or maybe even an Airbnb, because it's a bedroom that, even though it is quite small, it has its own private bathroom, which is great. So this could be used as a second bathroom when we're alone, but also a bathroom that guests have as their own private bathroom if they're visiting or if doing an Airbnb, and also with its own closet. And if you continue down the hallway, you will see the kitchen on the right, brand new fridge, brand new appliances, washer and dryer in unit, amazing. This is the living room. You can see a sofa, the dining room, really spacious. This would probably be our office because it has lots of windows, so that means lots of natural light for filming. And then this other bedroom, we would use this one as our actual bedroom because it doesn't have that much light, it's towards the back. So in terms of sleeping, not having lots of light, that actually works great. So we saw this apartment and we really liked it. As I mentioned before, we saw some apartments in Jersey City which we love and felt that could be our homes, but then ended up deciding not to apply for them. But this one we felt really had some potential. It was a 3-bedroom within our budget, which didn't really make sense for us because it was really big. The 2 bathrooms gave us a lot of possibilities. The other 2 bedrooms were really big, so huge office, and we can have the bedroom separate or maybe like use 2 bedrooms as 2 offices. The living room dining area was really big. You could easily fit our L-shaped sofa in there and our dining table that seats 4. And the kitchen had been fully renovated with brand new appliances, a huge fridge, and washer and dryer in unit. So we really liked this unit, even though the building itself didn't have any amenities like no fancy gym or no communal areas or no swimming pool or anything like that. We really liked it. The location was ideal, really close to lots of subways. So we were really thinking about seriously applying. But then the realtor that showed us the apartment emails us, and he tells us that even though the apartment was listed for a price, they were accepting offers, which basically means that they were expecting the apartment to go into sort of like a bidding war where the person that bid the most money and got approved by the owner would ultimately get the apartment. And I understand that the market is crazy in New York and that's how things work, and a lot of times they end up giving the apartment to the person that offers the most money. But for us, we liked the apartment, but we didn't feel like it was worth more than the price that they were asking for. The price for us was ideal, was just the right sweet spot of what we wanted, of what we were looking for, and we honestly were not in a place to offer more money for that apartment because we felt that for more money we could actually get something that we like better. So it was a tough decision this time, but we ultimately decided not to apply for this apartment, not to offer any more money, and to just let this one go and keep on going with our search. So the next day we went to see some new apartments in Long Island City in Queens, not really close to where we used to live, but more towards the east and a bit north. Maybe something different that could work for us. So this is the next apartment that we saw. This was the entrance. This apartment was in a brand new building, so we would be the first tenants, and some things were like still being fixed and installed, but everything looked great. This is the main living room area. area, it had a small balcony, which was really nice. Actually, the first apartment that we saw that had an outdoor space, and it also had washer and dryer in unit. This was the guest bathroom, really nice with that marble backsplash. This is the second bedroom that would be our office with bright big windows. It had a built-in closet that we really appreciated, so we didn't have to spend more money on buying a closet. And this is what would be our bedroom. This one also had a closet and its own private bathroom. This building was quite small, didn't have lots of units, but it still had some amenities like this gym and also an outdoor patio. After that, we went to see another apartment, and on this one, the main feature was the outdoor area, so I'm going to show you that first. This apartment had this huge patio. You could actually see the Empire State Building from the balcony and also some parts of Queens, and you could easily fit an outdoor living area and an outdoor dining area, really big. Then as you went back inside, this was the main living room area with the kitchen, and if you went towards your right, you could find what could be either the main bedroom or the guest bedroom. They were both pretty similar, and they both had their own private bathrooms and also their own closets. And if you went across the main living room area, you will find this other closet that had the washer and dryer in unit, so perfect, ideal. And then this is the other bedroom that again could be used either as an office or a main bedroom. They were similar in size and they both had their own private bathrooms. This one had a tub and this big windows in the bathroom. Honestly, like quite a luxury. Really beautiful bathrooms. So this last apartment was really nice. We felt that in theory it ticked all the boxes. It was a spacious 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment, but the thing is that the living room area had like a weird shape, so we realized that we wouldn't be able to fit our L-shaped sofa or our dining table. And although we could actually get rid of the dining room table and the chairs, we felt that we could not get rid of our L-shaped sofa, and we were not thinking or planning on buying a different one. So we felt that in the end this apartment did not work for us, even though we loved that outdoor space. That was great. But being completely honest, having an outdoor space in New York is great, but there are a lot of months of really cold weather, of winter, of snow, so we were not sure if it made sense to pay for an apartment with such a huge outdoor space when the indoor area didn't quite work for us and our needs and the furniture that we already had and that was coming from Germany. So at this point, we are basically feeling hopeless, feeling like nothing really works, but we still have 3 more buildings that we are looking at. One located in Long Island City, but in a different area from this last apartment that I showed you. Then another one located in Brooklyn, in a really nice area close to Prospect Park, and another one in Midtown Manhattan close to Columbus Circle. And the good news is that one of those apartments worked. We found the apartment. We went into this building, we saw a lot of units and we fell in love with one of them, and the area was a 10 for us. Great location, really well connected, lots of shops nearby, exactly what we wanted. The building itself was great amenities. We loved everything they had to offer. Amenities that you only pay if you want to use them, but they were comped for the first year, so that made a lot of sense as well. It worked for us in terms of space, it worked for us in terms of light, it was a pet-friendly apartment. Basically, all these like tiny little things that didn't quite work for us in all the previous apartments that we saw, we felt that were just right in this apartment. So we decided to put in an application for the unit that we like, and within a couple of days, with some struggle as usual, we finally got approved and found our apartment, which is where I am right now. I know this wall doesn't tell much, but I promise I will show a lot more of the apartment in upcoming videos. You'll see a lot more in vlogs, and of course you'll see a lot more on my Instagram account. So I suggest you go ahead, you follow me on Instagram at Pereira, as you can see here. Really hope you like this apartment hunting process, all these 4 episodes. episodes. Really hope you enjoyed coming on this journey with us and helping us find our dream apartment. And that is it. Really hope you liked this one. And if you did, of course, consider subscribing to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up and watch the previous apartment hunting videos if you haven't watched them. Let me know which apartment of all of the ones that I showed you was your favorite. Which was the apartment that you would choose to move to if you had the opportunity? Was it apartment number 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 13, 17? We saw a lot of apartments. And that is it. This ends the apartment hunting series for us. Hope you liked it, and as usual, I will see you on the next one. Bye!